The reputation module is used to manage the reputation of a customer's brand or company. The module will scan for relevant keywords to analyze their negativity and positivity for action. At the same time, the system will also compile statistics and report on related data. However, to automatically filter posts and comments from the internet, we need to set up accounts and projects. The settings screen is used to configure the key secret that social networking platforms provide when creating an app to connect to related platforms. The setup aims to link with your social media accounts to automatically search for related keywords within your social media accounts. Proceed to enter the necessary values to connect with the accounts. Then, we redirect to the topic management screen. The topic management screen is used to declare terms with positive and negative meanings. From here, when the system filters opinions, comments, or texts containing keywords, it will automatically analyze and classify that mention as positive, negative, or neutral. You can declare terms in various languages to help the system easily analyze and classify them. The data on this screen will be used for the mentions screen. Now let's create a new topic. Select the Add New Topic function. Proceed to enter the necessary data. Scales are used to input the score of a term. This score will be displayed on the mention screen so you can evaluate and address cases with excessively high negative scores. You can also import multiple topics at once by selecting the Import Topics function on the screen. Select the Download a Sample through function. Proceed to add the values to be imported into the file. Then upload the file to the system and select the Import function. Next, we'll proceed to the Project screen. The Project screen is used to create projects. A project will include one or more keywords for analysis. It's best if the keywords within a single project are related to each other. You can create multiple projects and also include multiple keywords for analysis within one project. The New Mention column displays the number of mentions found based on the keywords you entered in the project, from your last visit to the project until now. For example, if you accessed all mentions in a project on June 12, 2025 at 7 a.m., the new mention count at that time would show 0. Then, at 12 p.m., if there are new mentions but you haven't visited them yet, the count will be updated. Now let's proceed to create a new project. Select the Add New Project function. Proceed to enter the necessary data. The keyword field is used to enter keywords found in comments, posts, etc. that you want the system to filter and display. You can select the Add function to add more keywords. The Excluded Keyword field is used to enter terms that you do not want the system to filter if the comment contains this keyword. You can enter multiple terms, separated by commas. If a comment or post contains both a keyword and an excluded keyword, the system will not filter it for display. Select the Set Default function available in the project screen. Project that is set default will display a status of Is Default. Projects that have been set to inactive will not display the Set Default function for selection. You can also toggle Project Default at this function on the header bar. Select the View Project function to continue setting up the necessary data. The Keyword screen is used to manage keywords. You can also edit project information on this screen. The Sources screen is used to select the sources from which the system is allowed to filter keywords. When a source is unactivated, the system will no longer access it to retrieve data. However, you can still manually create data for an unactivated source when adding mentions. The Add Mention Form function is used to manually add mentions to the system. Data successfully added will appear on the mentions screen. Mentions created manually will not differentiate based on whether they contain keywords or not. Entry Address field used to enter the link to the browser to record the mention. Entry Title field used to enter the display title. Mention Content field used to enter the content. Entry Category field used to select sources. Country field used to select the country where the mention originated. Sentiment field used to select the sentiment, positive, negative, or neutral. Scales field used to enter the positive, negative score of the mention. Keyword field used for input and storage does not affect other data. Date that entry was created field used to select the publication date of this content. Likes field used to enter the number of likes this content received. Page views field used to enter the number of views this content received. Shares field used to enter the number of shares this content received. Comment field used to enter the number of comments this content received. The data, once manually created successfully, will be displayed on the mentions screen. The notifications screen is used to set up email recipients for alerts when new mentions meet your predefined filter conditions. The system will only send an email when new mentions satisfy these conditions. Email address field used to enter the recipient's email address. Frequency field used to select how often emails are sent automatically. Every hour, every 6 hours, every 12 hours. If once a day is selected, the system will send an email once every day. If every week is selected, the system will send an email once every week. If every month is selected, the system will send an email once every month. Visited, sources, sentiment, tags fields used to set filter conditions to get the number of new mentions when you want to be notified via email. For example, you set the system to send periodic emails every hour to summarize and send information about new posts. At the same time, the cron job runs every 15 minutes to check the time and only sends an email when 1 hour has passed since the last send. Each time it sends, the system will retrieve post created in the period from the previous send to the current time. After creating the project, proceed to the Social Accounts screen to create and connect your accounts. The screen is used to connect social media accounts, from which analysis data about the system can be obtained. Accounts that are not connected will show a status of Not Connected Yet. Note: you need to pay attention to the name of the project before creating an account. To avoid the case of connecting the wrong account in the corresponding project, if the account is deactivated, the connection data will not be displayed in the statistics. Select the Connect function corresponding to your account. Connected accounts will show a status of Connected. If you want to change the connection to a different account, you can select the Reconnect Social function. Other social media accounts are similar. After successfully connecting with social media accounts, when the cron job runs, the system will automatically filter and retrieve posts and comments containing the keywords declared in the project to display them on the mentions screen.